What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Our Streamers Cheaters. Today is the video you've all been waiting for. We are going to be talking about the clip manipulation claims, and we are going to also address the clip in full detail to show you exactly why it was not manipulated in any way. I've also decided to take a completely different approach to this today as well. So you guys are going to get the opportunity to analyze and inspect every single clip yourselves in thorough detail, not just based off my video, but you guys are going to get access to these clips as well. So first off, we will be addressing the clip manipulation claims, and then we will be going on to show you a compilation of clips that were not addressed by Zlaner, and then you guys will get the opportunity to inspect each and every clip as much as you like. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And guys, if you want to stay in touch or up to date on things that are happening, follow me on Twitter at Badboybeaman. Right, let's crack on with the video. So first of all, what I would like to say is this. Yes, there was things wrong with the clip. That's on me. That is 100% on me. The reason why it's on me is simple. Number one, I was using Windows Movie Player to play the clips whilst I was recording on Streamlabs OBS. I was rendering at 30 FPS rather than 60 FPS. And also, the main thing is that I wasn't doing the correct checks after the video was rendered. So yes, there are actually issues with this footage, but we're going to address it today. I'm going to explain to you guys why it is not a manipulation. But after I have explained all this and showed you exactly why it has not been manipulated, I'm going to let you guys watch the full speed raw VOD so you guys can actually see what I intended to put out in the initial video. Okay, so yes, Zlaner found something wrong with my video, and yes, at the time I had a very low quality PC. I was using Windows Movie Player. I was rendering videos at 30 FPS whilst recording on Streamlabs OBS. And yes, these are all excuses, and no, they do not give me the right to put out content like that, and that is on me. There was mistakes within the clips. We're going to address them today. We're going to show you exactly why each clip is completely different, and we will also show you why the third clip also had issues in, which Zlaner failed to mention. Let's take a look at them now. What we're going to do now, this is the full speed clip from my video, from my part 2 video. This is the one the Zlaner states has frames missing. This is the one that he states I manipulated. So we're going to go through this today frame by frame. The video originally was recorded by me in 30 FPS. However, due to this now being in 60 FPS, when we go through it frame by frame, it should be a move, pause, move, pause, move, pause. And that's how it should work, because obviously the initial video, 30 FPS, and we are going through it frame by frame in 60. And we will demonstrate as well when there are pauses, as well as frames missing. So let's take a look now. This is being done on Adobe Premiere Pro, by the way, as you can see in the top left. As you can see then, there was a frozen movement, so it was movement, frozen, but then it froze for 3 consecutive frames. And in that this is prior to the snap as well. So this is what we got to focus on, is that there are issues that aren't surrounding that snap. They're not involved in the snap. So there are frames not missing, but pausing. It's a clear render issue. You can see again, pause movement, pause movement, pause movement. Now, this is the one where there is 1 frame missing. You see that? There is a frame missing in that. But what I'd like to point out here is this. Watch the name in the donation scroller on Zlaner's webcam, as this is missing a frame. Watch. So yes, there is a frame missing. But the point is that I'm trying to make to you is that there are also freezes and pauses throughout the initial down player in the first full speed clip, and then a frame missing in the snap from one enemy to another. So the initial freezing that happens as the first enemy is being down would not benefit me anyway if I was trying to manipulate clips to make them look snappier or to make streamers look like they're cheating. It wouldn't benefit me whatsoever. So why would they be in there? They wouldn't, unless it was a rendering issue, which it was. But this is only the full speed clip. We are going to address the 0.5 speed and the 0.25 speed as well. Why? Because the pauses and the freezes that happen in the first clip happen in different moments in the second and different moments in the third. And why do you think that that's a problem? Because why would I put freezes and pauses in different places on 3 different clips of the same moment to try and make that snap appear snappier? It wouldn't happen. It was a rendering issue. Let's take a look now. This is the 0.5 speed clip. Again, it is recorded in 30 FPS on the original VOD on my YouTube channel, and it's getting skipped through frame by frame in 60 FPS. So it will be move, pause, move, pause, move, pause, and so on. That's how it should be, but you will see when frames are missing or when there is a pause or an extra pause within the video itself, which is what I am trying to demonstrate to you now. You will see the amount of issues there are with these video clips throughout, not just in that snap. Let's take a look now. See, there was an extra pause there. Okay, it doesn't skip a frame, it just freezes. There was an extra pause there again. And this would in no way benefit me if I was trying to manipulate clips to demonstrate a snap. Another pause again. Another pause. You can see how long this is paused for. You can see it's skipping through frames on the bottom. But it has paused for around 9 or 10 frames there, I believe. Now I know this, guys, might be feeling very boring for you, but this is a very interesting part now. Pause, 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 pause. It's pausing constantly here. There are no skip frames. It is literally just frozen at this point. It's still skipping through at the bottom, as you can see. Skipping through frame by frame. This is in the 0.5 speed clip, and it freezes so long here. It's a rendering issue. In no way does this benefit anything to do with the transition from enemy 1 to enemy 2. And after the lag on this one, it does not jump at all. So after it freezing on the initial enemy for around, I don't know, 10 frames, more maybe, it then starts to carry on moving as it would. So it was just frozen, which again shows a rendering issue. Then there's the frame missing, which again, another rendering issue. And that frame that is missing is a catch up after a pause throughout the transition as well. This is stuff that we've got to look out for, and this is something that I am taking as a massive learning curve. So now we have addressed the full speed clip, and we saw frame missing, we saw a pause. We've addressed the 0.5 speed clip, which was again in the same video, and guess what? There was a much longer pause, and then a smaller pause after that, and then a frame missing after the second pause, which appears to be the actual frames catching up on themselves. So in the full speed clip and the 0.5 speed clip, each of them do have issues, but neither of the issues are in the exact same place. Neither of the issues are the exact same. issues. There's longer pauses in the 0.5 speed, as well as a different frame missing in the 0.5 speed, as well as a second smaller pause in the 0.5 speed, compared to a small pause in the full speed one, and a frame missing. So let's take a look now at the 0.25 speed one. Keep in mind, in the 0.25 speed clip, when Zlaner addressed this, he stated that I am not just delusional, but stupid, because I forgot to manipulate that clip. However, I'm going to show you that there are actually issues with that clip as well. So let's take a look at that one now. So there was 3 pauses there, and then movement. 5 pauses, then movement. Which shows that it's not actually skipping frames, but it's pausing. So it's like a freeze, and then it catches up to where it should have been moving to originally. So it's like eight pauses so far, I think. Another 3 pauses, then a movement. And you can see there are no frames missing in that short movement either. 2 pauses, then movement again. Natural movement. So there are 4 freezes so far, 4 paused frames in that transition on this one. 4 of them. But if you watch the UAV on the minimap and you watch the name on this, there are no skips. There's no skip forward. But I've demonstrated here to you today that there are pauses within the transition. So it's, again, a render issue. Within that whole scenario, on the 0.25 speed clip, there are about 15 frames paused. Not skipped, but paused. And that is a rendering issue, because once it's paused, it's catching up to where it should have been initially. And it's not skipping forward. It's not skipping forward 4 frames. It is only pausing on a frame for that set amount of frames. So in the 3 different playbacks, full speed, 0.5 speed and 0.25 speed, each and every one of them have issues caused by rendering the video, and they are all in different places on every single one of them clips. If you guys want to watch this video over and over, feel free to, but that shows that the clip was not manipulated to make it look like he was using aimbot. And the main thing you've got to remember as well is this clip in that video I stated to be the least sus clip there was. But the more I've watched it and the more I've analysed it, the more I think that actually it is sus. The raw VOD that I have of this is very suspicious. It perfectly tracks the enemy down to the floor and then automatically transitions in a perfectly straight line to the second enemy. There are no over adjustments whatsoever, and if you watch, the actual crosshair dot right bang in the centre of the screen does not budge from centre chest on either of those enemies. Watch them yourselves, because guess what, guys, we've addressed it now. Every single one of them do have issues. That's my fault for using Windows Movie Player, for using a cheap PC when I did make that video, and also for not checking the render went through correctly. And trust me, I check every single one of my videos ever since his response. So I'm hoping that this has cleared it up for you guys today. For any doubters out there who thought that I had manipulated clips intentionally to make Zlaner appear more sus, I am hoping this is enough evidence for you to understand exactly what happened. What we're going to do now, though, we are going to go and watch a compilation of clips that Zlaner failed to address. Let's go. So out of all the clips that were placed in my videos about Zlaner's gameplay, which were to do with sus moments, he only addressed one. And I say that because he did address others about seeing enemies through the fog, and honestly, they were not put in that video for those intentions. They were put in the video for what he was speaking about afterwards. Obviously, him and Huskers having a discussion while they were playing with Joe about me. Badboybeaman, that was mentioned, okay? That was the only reason that fog clip was put in, because you needed to see the gameplay prior to what they were talking about, and that is all. So that doesn't even need to be addressed today. However, We have got a compilation of all the clips right now the Zlaner failed to address in his videos. Let's take a look at them now.
Holy shit, this man's lagging in the storm. I got
Requesting recon.
Nice, that's beautiful. I knocked one. There's one
Wait,
left.
no
Last
shot.
one
These
on
guys
you.
just.
Nice. Good shit, Liam.
Don't worry, me.
An enemy team is hunting you.
Nice.
oh, no, mama! I got one.
One shot behind this counter.
I got this guy on the left. Got him.
Down. Another one straight
I
ahead.
knocked one on the roof.
That guy's hurt.
Got that guy. One shot. Dead.
I'm gonna go for that kill. Behind the rock if you can help me, Beaman.
He's one shot. Dead.
Head for the safe zone.
Oh my god, get shit on. All going for loadout.
So there was a full compilation of 15 clips. That did include the one that he did address. Okay, this is the full raw files that I had saved on my PC of every single one of those clips. I put them together nice and neat so you guys could watch them. So far, we have showed you that full speed, half speed, and 0.25 speed on the clip that Zlaner says was manipulated has issues in it, but in different places. We've then showed you a 15 clip compilation of sus moments that have been placed in prior videos about Zlaner. And now what we're going to show you is a breakdown of the lagging player clip. And this is something a lot of you guys have actually asked me to do. So let's go and take a look at the lagging player clip now. And this is just for those who don't know, there are 1000 milliseconds per second. Okay. And the reason we are telling you this is simple. We're going to now go on to this website, which is reference.com/science/fastest human reaction time. 0.101 seconds is the current fastest reaction time recorded for human beings. Bearing in mind this was updated on March 29th, 2020. The average reaction time of human beings is around 0.215 seconds. This is determined by the amount of time it takes for people to react when given the proper signal to click. This goes across all aspects, okay? The fastest reaction time for somebody to click is 0.101. That's 101 milliseconds. Okay, why are we talking about milliseconds? Why are we talking about fastest human reaction times? And it's simple. If something is recorded at 60 FPS, that's 60 frames per second, that means per 100 milliseconds is 6 frames, okay? Because that's a tenth of a second. 6 frames is a tenth of 60 frames per second. 0.100, which is 100 milliseconds, is 1/10 of 1000 milliseconds. Are you with me? So 6 frames is 100 milliseconds. The current fastest reaction time recorded for a human being is just over 100 milliseconds. 101 milliseconds. Okay? So, if somebody was to be tracking an enemy who is lagging across the screen, frame by frame, how is that possible if the current fastest reaction time recorded for a human being is 0.101? If it's legit, this guy needs to be in the Guinness Book of Records for the ultimate fastest reaction time from a human being. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go and play the lagging player clip and demonstrate to you as we go frame by frame through the clip. And you guys get to see how fast his reaction times actually are. Let's go. So this is frame by frame, guys. And remember that 6 frames is 100 milliseconds, which is better and faster than the current fastest recorded human reaction time. Let's watch this and you will get to see at the bottom. I'm going to move this up slightly here, right there, just so it's out the way. You guys can see here at the bottom, watch this blue line as I go through it frame by frame and just watch how he reacts to this lagging player. And you guys are going to get access to this anyway, so you can actually go through it yourself and analyze it in thorough detail. Okay, watch this. And for those saying that he's actually missing shots throughout as well, you need to realize that he is not actually hitting the visual player, because the player is actually lagging that bad. He's hitting the player box where the player actually should be. And that is how he's getting hit markers. And that's what people have got to realise, that if you were using cheats, you would actually be locking onto where the enemy is meant to be. If they're lagging, you are going to hit behind or in front of them wherever their actual player box should be. That is what you would aim at. So go ahead, take a look at this clip. Go and do some research on the fastest human reaction times. Take a look at the fastest recorded reaction times within video games, from visual stimulus, from audio stimulus, and so on. And none of them are as fast as the reaction time shown in this clip. Not one. I've done a hell of a lot of digging over the past couple of weeks to take a look and see what the fastest human reaction time is across all aspects. And the fastest one that I could actually find recorded or stated to be recorded was on the website that I've just shown you. No others were faster than 0.101. That is 101 milliseconds is the fastest ever recorded human reaction time. However, when you go through this clip frame by frame, every single frame has a reaction. Every single frame reacts perfectly to the enemy's movement. Okay, so this is how we are going to finish the video off today, by showing you exactly what you can access if you click the link in the top of the description below. This will give you access to all of the clips that are in these folders. We've got a folder called compilation of clips, frame by frame clips, and individual clips. We'll click on this one. There we have a compilation of frame by frame and a compilation of full speed clips in that folder. Frame by frame clips, we have 15 clips within this folder. Every single one has been recorded, demonstrating me going through them frame by frame, so you guys can see that there are absolutely no frames missing within these, and also inspect them yourselves, analyze them, and make your own decision on those specific clips. But that's not all. We've also got the individual clips here too, where you can go through every single one of them in full speed, slow them down, speed them up, do whatever you want with them. But guys, everything you see here is for you guys to have access to. Download them, keep them on your computer, check them out, analyze them, do whatever you want with them. But they're there for you guys to check out. I feel like this is more of a personal approach, allowing every single one of you guys who are watching my video to actually get involved. Check all the clips out for yourself, decide yourself. You don't even have to comment on the video and let me know what you think. Keep your opinion to yourself if you want, but your opinion is yours, my opinion is mine. I'm hoping you guys understand that there was mistakes made in that first clip. I hope I've addressed them today, and I hope you guys can keep an open mind when going and checking out every single one of the videos that are in these folders for everyone to access. Well, there we have it, guys. I hope today has cleared up them clip manipulation claims against me. I always own mistakes, and yes, that was a mistake on my part for not double checking after being rendered, and also for using Windows Movie Player, and also for trying to render at a quality that my computer at the time couldn't handle. So yes, there were issues, and I hope that me demonstrating how in each clip the full speed, half speed, and 0.25 speed having different issues has actually cleared up that I do not manipulate clips. And we've addressed the lagging player clip now. We've watched it through frame by frame whilst also comparing it to the world record or the fastest recorded human reaction time and how it doesn't add up. And you guys have got access to every single clip that has been placed in the Google Drive document down below. So feel free to click on the link, check them out, or download them. Keep hold of them, do with them what you want. Just watch them with an open mind. Make your own mind up, make your own decisions, but analyze them thoroughly and then make your mind up. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoyBeaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!